I'm Mel from Sequences by Mel. This is just a quick video to go with the Jokes Pack sequences, and I'll show you how to adjust the text size on a pixel matrix. If you're finding that the included font is either too large or too small, you can quite easily change it. This doesn't apply if you're using a virtual matrix or P5 panel, because you can just use the MP4 that's already included in the pack. I'll also show you how to change the audio of the sequence to a different song. So if you're not feeling Michael Bublé or Elvis, it is really easy just to change it to a different song that you choose. So the sequence itself is super easy to import. There's only the three things to choose from: the all display matrix, which is for a pixel matrix, or a virtual matrix, or you can just use the MP4 file in your sequence settings as well, depending on how you've got it configured. So because some of the jokes are a little bit longer than others, I have had to use slightly different font size on some of the effects. So you may find that you may need to adjust the particular effects individually. So I'll just show you how to do that. So first you'll need to determine what size font looks good on your matrix. So have a play around with that just on a blank sequence, pop in a text effect, and then adjust the font size to something that looks good. And then when you've figured that out, just open up the sequence. It's probably easier to untick the timing marks, and then we can zoomed out a bit too far. Go through and pick the ones that are coming up a little bit too big or too small. So in this one here, we'll just also expand it. So you can see that the words are split in the layer settings, just so that they're across the three thirds of the matrix, so it comes out even. So we want to select all three, and to do that you just left click on one of them, hold down the control key, and then left click again on the other ones that you want to modify. Once you've got the three selected, then go over to the font and then right click, go to bulk edit, and then on the font that's already there, you can change it. Just click on that, left click, and then pick a font size and font type that you want for your matrix. So let's say we're going to change this down to 11, and then OK, and then OK again, and then we'll just wait for that to update. It'll probably be a minute, wait. And yeah, we can see that it's a little bit smaller there as well. So that's how you change it. Now you can, as I mentioned, change all of them at once. The only thing is that you may find, because they are slightly different sizes, that it may not turn out exactly as you hoped. So there is a little bit of adjustments to be made with this one, just to suit your pixel matrix. As I mentioned, this isn't an issue on a projector, etc., because you can just use the MP4 file. But if you don't have one of those, then yeah, just be aware that you do need to modify, or you may need to modify the text effects that's in here. So as I mentioned, just highlight all of the effects that you want to change, go over to the font, bulk edit, click on the font, and then pick the size that you want. Now that will change everything that is selected, so be sure of that before you do it. Otherwise, if you change it and it doesn't look good, you can just either undo or re-import the pixel matrix effects. So you don't need to close the sequence or anything like that, just import it back over the top. So go import effects, and then import the sequence again, and just put the matrix back on the matrix, and it'll just wipe over what you've already got. So it's also nice and simple. So if you would like to change the audio as well, sometimes I find that the kids down the road here, they've got the latest video game or some TikTok craze that I haven't heard of, and there's a particular song that they want on the show, and obviously don't have 30 to 100 hours of time to sequence right on Christmas. So what you can do is just really easily change the music using Clipchamp. So Clipchamp is in all of Windows PCs, so well, at least Windows 10 and 11. And it is included. I'm not sure about what Mac has, but I'm sure they have something similar, or you can just do a quick Google and be able to find something. So just open up Clipchamp on your computer, go to create a new video, import media, and then you want to import the video file from the sequence. So if we go to the one that I want, and the video, so we've got our video that's included and the audio in the sequence. And then let's say we want to change it to a different song, we go to wherever we've got our audio stored. So in this case I'm going to use Christmas Vacation. We've got that. So then we drag the original file down into our timeline. We're going to mute Michael Bublé because we don't want him. So mute him. No, sorry, go back to my media. And then we're going to drag Christmas Vacation down here into the audio section. And we can see that Christmas Vacation is quite a bit longer than the original Jokes pack. So we're just going to reduce that down. So just drag the slider, and the little pink line will come up when it's even with the video. And then so that the audio doesn't sound a bit weird stopping in the middle of the song, you can actually click on the audio here. Make sure you've got that one clicked and not the other one. And go to fade, and then you can fade it out. So the max on this one is 2 seconds, so it's not a huge amount, but that's all right. So we can just... and then that'll fade that out. So once you've done that, then you just want to export it. I'd recommend probably a 720p, but realistically you're probably just going to be using it for the audio, so you could just go 480p. When it's downloaded, I'll spare you the waiting time. It's likely going to go to your downloads folder, and it will come up as untitled video made with Clipchamp. So because there's a couple of dashes and things in there, I would recommend renaming it just to avoid any issues with FPP, and also untitled video doesn't really tell you what it is. So you can name it when you're exporting it, but also just in the downloads folder. So you've got Jokes Christmas Vacation, and then we're just going to go back to xLights, go to sequence settings and our media, and we're going to change it from Michael Bublé, and we're going to put in the new one and go to done, and then render. And you can do this for any sequence. So if you've got, like I mentioned, someone's desperate for a song that they want in your show, you can just change the audio on any existing sequence. So you might have a vendor sequence that you quite like. Because they're most songs are 4x4 beat, you'll be able to just change it to a different song. Obviously the timing might be a little bit off though, so you probably want to choose a sequence that's similar in the length. So if you've got a 2:30 sequence, then hopefully the person's song that they want is also 2:30, or try and find something close, and then you might be able to just simply cut and paste some more effects on the end of it, or trim it out whatever way it needs to go. So long as you're in your playlist, if you don't put the two sequences back to back, it's unlikely anyone's really going to notice. Yes, some of the main effects like whole house shockwaves and things like that probably won't line up exactly, but it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to create a whole sequence from scratch on a song that you probably don't necessarily want to be playing every night usually. Alright, so now that that has rendered, we'll just go to play, and hopefully you can hear that, just don't hold it. But yeah, you can see that Christmas Vacation has now changed over on this one. Oh, I'll start, hold on, I think, sorry, my computer's probably going to crash. Anyway, you get the idea. So if you do need any free sequences, if you go to xlightssec.com, there's lots of free sequences on this site. I've got some under my profile. You can search for me. Just go to search and search by member and just type in sequences by Mel, and then I'll come up. You can go over to the sequences just to show all the ones there. There's a few popular free ones, and also some paid ones as well to see. I do have a few Disney ones coming up very soon, hopefully, almost finished. So yeah, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can see them when they come out there. and also I don't use it a whole lot, but there is a Facebook page as well, so yeah, jump on that one too. I'll usually try and post them on there. So hopefully that's helped. If you've got any questions, chuck it in the comments, etc., and let me know. Right, thanks very much. Bye.